Hey, hello guys, how's it going? This is Eduardo again. And actually today we are flying Piper Cheyenne 2, as you can see. It's a great aircraft, it's a twin. There's the engine, as you can tell. And right now, just to let you know where we are from Monterey Del Norte International Airport, which is right there, if you can see. We are somehow about 90 miles, alright? So I plan on this video to show you the approach we're going to execute. For now we have an ILS DME-2 for runway 20 at Monterey Del Norte. So to set that up, we're currently flying to Notal, which is November Oscar Tango Alpha Lima. And first of all, we want to hear the ATIS, which is 127.55. If you have two radios, you can set up that on the radio number 2, and just hear that without switching the radio number 1, which is the primary. Okay, so we're gonna hear the ATIS.
0 grados 10 nudos, visibilidad 5 millas, cielo despejado, temperatura 29 grados, temperatura 15, altímetro 2981, tráfico sin instrumentos, espera en pista 20. Notas, autorizaciones en frecuencia 135.95. En contacto inicial, avisa información Foxtrot a bordo. Nation from the North International Airport, 1800 Universal Time Coordinate, wind from 080 degrees at 10 knots, visibility 5 miles, sky clear, temperature 29 Celsius degrees, dew point 15. Altimeter setting 29.81, IFO traffic, expect runway 20. Remarks, clearance delivery, and frequency 135.95. On initial contact advice Foxtrot has been received. Information Foxtrot.
Alright, so we have the ATIS information Foxtrot. We have altimeter 290.1, which I did set. We have 3 altimeters on this side of the aircraft, which is G600, the standby altimeter, and the other standby altimeter, which we have 2. Those are down here. So there's one here, 2, and 3. Alright, so ATIS, we got ATIS information Foxtrot. Next we have to set up the approach on the GPS. And for that, we know that we are expecting runway 20. And for now, we're going to set that in the procedure tab and then select approach. We want to do, let me show you the chart. And the chart is calling for the ILS runway 20. There we go. Let me switch it up. Alright, I got it here. So that's the chart. It's the ILS DME-2 runway 20, dated 20 September 11, 21-2 at Del Norte International Airport. So it calls from Notal, as you can see there. From Notal, coming into the Monterey 346 radial until 10 miles 025 radial from the Roberto BOR and intercept the localizer. We're going to be descending through Notal at 7,000 and then 4,500 at 20 miles from Monterey and then intercept the localizer. That's what we're going to do. So for now, let's set that up on the GPS. So I'll select ILS 20 number 2 and we'll select Notal transition. Alright. So there it is. There's a quick preview here on the GPS, so you can double check it is the right approach you want to load. So it will show up here, ILS 20 number 2 and Notal transition. And actually, we're gonna activate that right now, and we're gonna see on the GPS that Notal is there. Also here on the big display, we have direct Notal. So currently we are 28 miles from Notal. And if we see the flight plan, we got Notal, distance 346 Yankee, which is 26 miles somehow from Monterey on the 346 radial, and then Ortus. We want to cross and Ortus at 6,000 feet. All right. So I'm gonna plan with the vertical navigation here and set 6,000 feet MSL, 0 miles before Ortus, which is there. And I got a vertical speed profile for about, let's set up there, 900 feet a minute. And right now, the GPS is calling for about 500 feet a minute. So we're gonna wait a little bit more until we start our descent, okay? So, quick look at the checklist for descent. It's pretty simple. Pressurization is set, which is already set at 2,000 feet, which is down there. Altimeter is set, but we did already 298.1, 123, and the humidifier as required, which is here on the right. I'll leave that on. We're fine. So decent checklist is complete, and we'll just wait a little bit for the top of the center come. And before that, I'll show you a quick look of the instruments. Right here we have the torque for the engine. It's how much power is imposed on that propeller, and ITT, temperature for the engine, the props RPMs, which you can control with the blue handles, but the throttle quadrant, let me show that really quick. Throttle quadrant, blue handles, all right, and we have the RPM percent for the turbine, fuel flow. And down here, let me show you really quick. Alright guys, so we are now instructed to contact approach control on 120.4. We're going to do that. And still the vertical speed required is calling for 600 feet. We'll wait a little bit. So let me do that call. Monterey terminal approach, Cheyenne 5 Delta 12000. With Foxtrot.
408 Charlie, descenso 7000.
Alright, let's wait until we have an answer.
408 Charlie. Say, who is that calling?
Sure, that's Cheyenne 5 Delta 12000 with Foxtrot.
5 Delta, radar contact, expect ILS DME number 2, runway 20 approach.
Alright, we'll expect ILS DME 2, runway 20, Cheyenne 5 Delta. Alright, as you can heard there, we're expecting the ILS DME number 2 approach into Monterey del Norte. Okay.
Enlaces 1300, ascenso a 330 hasta nuevo aviso.
What else we got here? You can see some switches up here. This is all the engine start stuff. We got ignitions for each engine here. We got the generators. This aircraft has a starter generator, so we got it can function as a starter, and in flight can function as a generator. All right, battery master. We got fuel pumps. They are on flight, and we got here some oil doors. All right, so whenever you are in flight and the oil comes up a little bit high on the temperature, you can use those doors to cool down the oil. Okay. Alright, so we are approaching our vertical profile. So it says about 150 feet per minute, and we are about to cross NOTAL. So let's request descent. Okay. And Monterey approach, Cheyenne 5 Delta, request lower.
5 Delta, contact approach, 119.75.
Okay, 19.75 for Cheyenne 5 Delta. Alright, we have a frequency chain here. Let's do that.
186 con torre 569 Lima Mike, hasta luego, buen día.
A Monterey approach, Cheyenne 5 Delta is NOTAL, request descent.
Number 5 Delta Monterey, radar contact is maintain 8000. Expect the VORDME number 3 approach, runway 20.
Alright, down to 6,000 and expect, is that the ILS DME 2 runway 20?
Expect ILS DME 2, yes.
Alright, copy, 5 Delta. Okay, sounds good. So we were instructed to descend 5,000 for that, which is click here an altitude, and we'll set that 6,000 feet altitude over there, and I'll set up the autopilot to start that descent. So 6,000 feet, I'm gonna put there about, remember, 900 feet, we'll do 1,000 because the controller was a little bit slow on that descent instruction. Alright, so 1,000 descent. As the airspeed is increasing, I'm going to take a little bit power down. So let's say we have 1,600 pounds per foot of torque, and I'll use about, let's say 1,300. Let's try that. By the way, this aircraft is excellent on speed. You can reduce speed like this, and you can be on speed as well. Very nice. Alright, so let's do a quick briefing on the approach. So I'll show you the chart again. So we have localizer 110.7 is on here and on there. That final approach course 205 is going to tune automatically with the GPS. We have an ILS, the decision altitude of 1,652 feet, which is 200 feet height of the airport, the runway elevation. And let me, actually on this, the G600, you can set that altitude here. So I'm going to set 1,660. Just go to the next fence. As here we have 52, just go higher. There it is. So MDA is set. Touchdown zone elevation is 1,452. In case we need to go emergency, we'll climb the higher of the MSA, which is going to be 12,500 feet. And we're going to cross 10 miles at 4,500 feet and then continue to the localizer. We'll intercept the final approach vector at 3,000. We'll continue the glide slope. Alright, so the approach is brief, and we'll do exactly what it says on the chart. Okay, so let me have my harness on, and I'll start to take a little bit more power off. Reduce airspeed. We are about 215 knots. My target airspeed is going to be about 160. So let's do about here 600 torque per engine. And vertical speed is calling for 600 feet now. Let's set that up. Great. Alright, everything is looking good.
120.4, compass 5776.
November 5 Delta, descend and maintain 5,500. Intercept the localizer, clear for the ILS DB2, runway 20.
Alright, we'll descend 5,500 to intercept the localizer and clear for the ILS DB2, runway 20 for Cheyenne 5 Delta. Alright, sounds good. We're clear into the approach. So that makes us to descend to 4,500 feet. Actually, we're going to descend 5,500 until this fix. And after that, we're going to descend 4,500 into the final intercepting course to the localizer. Alright, sounds good. We are 170 knots. I'll maintain that. That's a good airspeed right now. And descending through 6,800 for 5,500 feet. Sounds good, sounds good. Everything looks good. It's pretty hazy. I don't know if you can tell from there, over here on the window. So probably we'll be looking down over at the runway about 5-6 miles off. Good.
Directo a Rican, costera 2300.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. We'll descend right now to 4,500 feet as we're crossing that fix. Sounds good. Looking good.
November 408 Charlie, vire a su derecha, el rumbo 240, intercepta el localizador, Está autorizado ILS 2 para la pista
Power
20.
frequency set, which is the next one. It's a good procedure. I'm sorry, it's a good procedure for you guys to try to be one step ahead. Always, always. Just don't stare at the cockpit. Always try to be one step ahead, one step ahead. So frequency is set, so tower frequency is there. So whenever the controller tells you, just boom, that's a click, and that's it. Also, everything on the approach is set up right there, back there, so you are not messing with the cockpit right now. You're paying attention to the controller, you're paying attention outside looking for aircraft, and you can be more concentrated on your approach. It's very important for that. Alright, so we're crossing Ortus at 5,500 feet, perfect, and we'll continue to 4,500 feet, and we're maintaining about 180 to 190 knots. It's a little bit bumpy, so sometimes it's kind of hard to keep those speeds on the number. Alrighty, passing Ortus, frequencies are set up there, and we're approaching the intercepting fix for the localizer.
20.4 con terminal, buen día.
20.4, buen día.
Alright, pressure, it's very important that you check the pressurization seldomly, because right now, for example, is set at 2,000 feet, and actually it is there. It is at 2,000 feet. So cabin altitude is there. So we're gonna be fine with pressurization. Good. So we are 3 miles off the fix for intercepting the localizer, and we want to cross that at 4,500 feet. Ooh, it's getting a little bit more bumpy.
November recibido. ¿Cuál es su posición ahora?
Alright, I'll start reducing speed here. Let's do about 150. By the way, just to let you know the number, Cheyenne, Cheyenne 2 BLE is 153. So we gotta be about 153 or less to drop the gear down. Okay, sounds good. So we are descending 4,500 feet. We'll hit that fix on altitude, and we'll continue to descend at 3,900 feet before intercepting the localized, I'm sorry, the glide slope. We are 10 miles from the glide slope, so glide slope channel is good right now. Alright, so let me set actually 3,000 feet. We're about to cross that fix. That fix is at 3,900 feet call. Alright, so let me switch right now to
November 5 Delta on final 8 miles for service terminal. Contact tower 18.6, good day.
Alright, contact tower 18.6 for Cheyenne 5 Delta, great day. And let me go to heading mode, there is, and we got the VOR localizer, there you go. And we're actually 150 and about 7 miles into the localizer. Alright, so glide slope, I don't know if you can see there. Yeah, you might see the glide slope. Glide slope is there. We actually captured the glide slope. We are established on the localizer, and let me call the tower. Hey, Narto Tower is Cheyenne 5 Delta, inbound ILS, warm correction 20. And we're passing the final approach fix in a bit, and we're hitting there 3,000.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, low,
traffic.
1 mile.
I got it.
Number 5 Delta, good afternoon, runway 20, wind 120.05 knots, altimeter setting to 9.77. Continue your approach, call you when runway is clear.
Alright, continue approach for Cheyenne 5 Delta. Alright, we're clear of the traffic. Just don't worry about it. Alright, sounds good. So, let me just drop that airspeed a little bit for the landing gear. There we go. So we are about 150. Landing gear is down. We got a not locked indication light. with a 3 green, and there we go. Landing gear is down, and we're doing about 140 knots. I'll use approach flaps, 15 degrees. Calming down. There you go. Visually, they look good, and I will keep about 130 to 120 knots. Great, sounds great. Altitude, I'll reset that to, actually it's 5,000, the missed approach altitude in case we need. And lights are on, landing lights are on. So let's do a quick before landing checklist. Seat belts, propeller sync off, good call, prop controls full, cabin pressure check. Good, it's at 0, almost there, and gear is down, lights.
500.
Everything is good. 500 feet, and clear to land, Cheyenne 5 Delta. Everything looks good, airspeed is good. Alright. And I will go to full flaps right now, landing against the shore. We are 0.7 miles into the runway. Autopilot disconnect. I got the airplane. We'll continue. It's very important to continue to follow the glide slope. Just don't do minimum call. I have a good approach and landing against the shore. Remember, you gotta keep that glide slope into all the way to touchdown. All right, coming into the runway and flaring the aircraft. There we go. Very nice. Landed. I used just a little bit of reversers. Better range, and that'll work. Not to use the brakes all the way in. Alright, we're 50 knots, I'm sorry, and we're gonna turn here in Echo. It's coming into the ramp for customs.
Number 5 Delta, clear the runway via Delta, then hold short of Alpha taxiway, switch with ground 122.0.
Alright, can we do quick Echo?
That's not possible. There is a traffic at Echo taxiway. Clear via Delta.
Alright, I got the citation, and we'll continue Delta. Hold short of Alpha, contact ground Cheyenne 5 Delta. Alright, so we got taxi instructions. Landing time, let me check that, is 19. 1:19. That's 19:19. Alright, turning left on Delta. Delta is clear. And after landing checklist, landing lights off, anti-collision lights off, are we going out the runway? Switch to ground control, flaps are off. I got this, ladies. There you go. And let me call tower, I'm sorry, ground before the Alpha.
Vamos a seguir al citation jet que está en Eco.
Correcto, él continúa el rodaje vía Alfa y Eco, mantenga antes de la pista 20, le llamo para continuar hacia la cabecera.
I'll wait here. See, there's Alpha. There's Alpha.
Mantenga antes, hay tráfico en final a la pista 20.
Manteniendo antes de pista 020 en kilo, pendiente con tráfico, Lima Mike Sierra.
Hey, Miss Diana, is Cheyenne 5 Delta, holding short Alpha at taxi customs.
Roger, continue via Alpha to the north to main ramp.
Alpha northbound, Cheyenne 5 Delta, thank you. Alright, I know this lady, she's very nice. Alright, so we're cleared via Alpha northbound to Delta. And actually is a holiday here down in Mexico. And it's packed. You'll see all the planes. Alright, so let me try to find the my marshal. Alright, there's our position. Good call. Yeah, I told you, it is packed, so right now it's just crazy. Alright, so as we come down, I will keep the avionics on. I'll have a one breaker here off so I can talk to you guys still. So just to turn off the engine, we'll open doors, close all doors, and ignitions are off, lights are off, except the beacon, and we'll turn down the engines. Alright, looking good. Perfect. What you hear is the master caution. It's this light. It will tell you whenever you have an engine indication right there. Okay. So we'll do the generators off and then the fuel pumps off Everything is off
Oscar,
up here,
mantenga posición,
and
le llamo.
that's it.
Golf Mike.
I will turn the avionics off, and I won't have audio. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll try to upload a little bit more. Take care, and perhaps watch my Instagram at Lado Mijares, and hope you liked the pictures up there. See you.